What's going on, guys? My name's Joe. Welcome to Best Card Breaks. I know it says Nick is live. I didn't realize Nick broke out of the shop the other day. So, the next break, I will relog into my account as far as Restream goes. It does say Nick is live. You got Joe, not Nick. Hopefully, it makes you happy and not sad. But either way, we've got our Topps Chrome mixer rolling out 3 hobbies, 2 jumbos, and one of the fan favorites, the Breaker Delights. All right, let's have some fun. Let's find some magic, and let's rock and roll. So here we go. Don't forget, we do have 2 breaks up. Well, 3 breaks technically. 3 breaks up and filling. We have our Chrome Tribute Mixer. We have our football pick your team and the hockey pick your team. Hockey's back and in style. So, let's have a good one here. Hopefully get that dual case pushing a little harder. Get that filled up tonight. See what we get going initially tonight. Who's excited for Chrome Cosmic coming out Wednesday? I'm doing all right, Justin. All right. How about Gunnar Henderson having a week? And that guy is on an absolute tear right now. 4 extra base hits yesterday. Could have had the cycle, went for 2 doubles instead. And everybody's praising him. What a team guy. I always love that. They make a bigger story out of something. Bo Bichette. Assad. Granted, they were up by 12. They were up like 12-1, so I could understand if he would have stopped. But it was also a pretty, it was a clear double. So I think it honestly would have looked a little bit worse if he would have stopped. Caleb Killian for the Cubbies. Would have been a cool feat, not something you get a lot of opportunity to do. Nice refractor, Jordan Walker. But still, being that it was a pretty clear double, I think it's a little tougher to stop there. Just looks kind of... What in the world? Oh, goodness. The AC went out. My gosh. I feel for you, man. We got heat index up to like 110 today. Shoo. Vaughn Grissom. Alvarez, how about that one? Orioles going out to Carl Chrisberg. Nice Adley Rutschman short print. Going out to the O's. Who'd you get, Ryan? Third, you got Braves, Royals, and Rangers. Gunner, Max Scherzer, Spencer Steer, Stowers, and Ian Happ out of 99 on the green wave. Going out to the Cubbies. Tolia. Freeman, Marte, Austin Riley. So I got to do better than 90 degrees in the house. All right. I'm glad you were able to get that sorted out, man. That would have been rough if you were still without the AC. It's hot. My 18-month-old. Oh, that's good. That's good. Good for them. A little tough for you, but I'm sure you'd rather it be you going through it than them. But my 20-month-old, I should say, she decided, she was like, oh, I'm going to play in the garage today. I'm like, no, you're not. It's hot. Like, if I leave you out here for 15 minutes, you're going to, like, just bake. Like, bring yourself inside. So we wound up having some tricycles and a few outdoor toys in our house today because it was so doggone hot outside. It's crazy. I was trying to figure out what spurred this. I was wondering if part of it was due to just potentially the heat from the Western fires, or if it was just something that was going to happen no matter what. Because I know, like, Canada, Northwest Canada has a massive wildfire going on. We obviously know what all happened in Hawaii, I'm assuming. But I was talking to my wife today. I was like, I don't really know how that all works. I'm not a weather wizard, but was this supposed to happen, or is this like a culmination of all that? It's pretty crazy. And then a West Coast hurricane, which doesn't happen very often. Alongside of it, like, just craziness. Yeah, that's valid. We've been kind of the same way. We had Friday was beautiful out here. It was like 70 and not too hot, nice cool breeze. You're like, all right. And then today it was like, I'm back, baby. I'm back. Juan Soto had a 150 blue, one of the Padres. Summer is still here. Jordan Walker. Here, Mitchell, Stanton. Every time looks like it should be a photo variation, but it is not. Oh yeah, Orioles. I mean, Orioles look good from the start. I feel like they were the team that I feel like if anybody was going to come out and kind of shock everybody, it was the Orioles. They've got that young core. The pitching staff is starting to kind of get it going. At a 250, Cal Stevenson purple. Riley Green, David Villar, Kodai Senga. They've looked really good, and they just keep finding ways to. And the crazy part is I feel like they're not like just winning. You know, he is like the Orioles, like they're not just like squeaking wins around, you know. Like the Brewers are winning, but their run differential is like literally it's like +4. It's brutal. Like they're barely squeaking by. Orioles are just crushing teams right now. Like they are just killing it. Tovar and Sean Bouchard out of 199 for the Rockies. The Orioles 110% like deserve to be where they are. I know I'm putting Bouchard up there. I'm a firm believer we build it and they will come. So we're going to build that showcase and get that action going. All right, let me check on our dual case here. See if we have any more claims. Refresh. Nothing. Okay, let me do one thing real quick and then we're going to keep rolling. I will say I have been pretty happy with the but isn't their run differential pretty high though? Because I was just looking at something the other day. I know recently they've had some close games, but hasn't their run differential this year been pretty high? Or maybe it was another team that I noticed. I thought it was the Orioles that I saw though. Maybe it was a different AL team. Is it? I could have sworn it. Who was it then that I saw? Somebody was like +140 something. Who was that? Now I feel like I'm talking out of nowhere. Now I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I thought I saw somebody. Is it the Rays? Maybe it is. Maybe it was the Rays. Maybe it was, and I had the two mixed up. I can say I did not analyze it. So maybe that was the case. Maybe it was the Rays. Okay, yeah, it probably was the Rays then. It probably was. Then excuse me. But I'll say this: the Orioles at 71 looks much better than the Brewers at like 5. My Brew Crew, I literally went and looked, and I happened to see it. I was like, oh, cool, they got the run differentials. And I was just curious to see the Brewers, and they were literally, when I looked, it was before this Rangers series. It was like +1. I'm like, how are they in first? Like, how are they winning the division? Spencer Steer, Nolan Gorman, prismatic. It must have been the Rays that I saw, and I just quick glanced and thought Orioles, because usually the team with the higher run differential is usually at the top of their division. But that is not the case. And we got Kenan Smith and Jiba going out to the Pirates. But the Rays, they've been scuffling of late, it seems. They've been scuffling of late. Michael Harris, Buxton. With everything going on, guys are getting injured. Yadier Molina out of 199. Juan Soto, Titans. Just not a good spot for the Rays right now. Torque, Stefanik. And everything on the Wander news is just crazy. Just have no idea what's going to happen with Wander at this point. Jordan Walker Chrome. Stowers. Jordan Walker's starting to play a little better. Yeah, it is pretty cool, isn't it? It is pretty cool. And I believe, isn't the sister, she's either, I forget what sport she plays, but the sister is like a really good athlete as well. And Gold Wave, be big. Bubba Thompson, not huge, but not bad. Bubba Thompson out of 50, Gold Wave, still Gold Wave. Would have rather Josh Young there. Or Duran, one of the two for the Rangers. But Bubba Thompson, Gold Wave. We're going to find a stand for a Gold Wave. McCarthy, Technicolor, Mike Trout on the Titans. And, how about for the Orioles here? That's pretty cool. Is that blue? Out of 99, Ryan Mountcastle on the patch auto. Ryan Mountcastle on the patch auto. That's pretty cool. Mentioning the Orioles. Out of 99. I think he went yard. Did he go yard last night? I believe he went yard last night. And Marcus Semien out of 299. And Anthony Volpe on the prismatic. Alvarez, Morel, and Nelson Velasquez. A little 4-auto box, right? No, 3-auto box. It's Bubba, Mountcastle, and Nelson Velasquez. That catcher's mask throws me off every time I'm looking at it. Has he? I know he's been doing pretty well. I haven't. I can't say that I've followed him like so close, or the Orioles in general. I just always know the Orioles are always seem to be doing something exciting. They're like that team this year. Titans, Jordan, Eloy Jimenez. There's always something exciting around the Orioles. Whether it be Gunnar going for isn't Gunner's now the youngest player since Cal Ripken, right? With 4 extra base hits in a game. Is that what I saw? You might know him better than me, Brad. He's the youngest since Ripken with 4 extra base hits or something. First rookie, something of that nature. Younger than Ripken, that's what it was. I know I had seen something about him and Ripken with the stat. I was like, well, that's pretty cool. That's not a bad guy to be in company with in Baltimore. If you're anywhere in company with Ripken and some of his records, you're in good company. That guy did a lot of things the right way. All right, here we go. Third hobby box. Third hobby box. All right, here we go. Yerman Marquez, Hunter Green, JT, Xander, Manny, Titans, Jordan, Paulie Goldschmidt, Tarangadang-dang. We got ink. Oh, wow, that's nasty. Diamondbacks, how about a true orange? Corbin, 3 of 25. Beautiful. 3 of 25. Corbin going out to the D-backs. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely giving Corbin a run for his money here, because Corbin's had a bit of a slow, really since All-Star break, kind of been a bit of a slow second half of the season for Carroll. I know he ranked like bottom 15 in OPS for the month of, was it not the month of August. Well, it could be during the month of August. I saw something. I was like, wow, he's really, okay. He's really fallen off a little bit. Nice Corbin. Cassis. I forgot about that though, because what if is it a guy if you draft them or sign them and then they win an award, you win out of 350? Yes, each league. Yeah, but oh, that's right. Corbin's not. They're not in the same league. I'm a ding dong. For some reason, it's Monday. I don't know what I'm thinking. I was literally like, yeah, and I even thought about it for a second. I'm like, yeah, Gunnar and Corbin are competing together. Gunnar and Corbin, they're not even in the same league. I would say Gunner's got to be the AL favorite, right? At this point. And Nolan Jones. This guy's doing pretty well, too, for the Rockies out of 199. Nolan Jones. He's catching his stride, his power stride. Former Guardian prospect. He's looking solid out in Colorado, man. He looks really good. He's one of the bright spots on that team right now. Him and Ryan McMahon. And Tovar. Tovar's actually having a quietly good year, too. He's just not being talked about as much, but he's having a quietly good year. Yeah, after Josh Young's, yeah, I'd have to imagine he's probably the favorite. Yeah. That's true. Because Volpe, although he's doing well, he's not going to be the guy. He's not doing that well. But he has picked it up in the second half. He's been doing a little bit better. He's just too up and down, too roller coastery right now to win an award like that. It will be interesting to see who winds up taking the National League. I think it's got to be Corbin, but with his recent struggles, I mean, it's opening the door for some people. That is for sure. It's opening the door. One second, guys. Just doing a couple updates on these bricks. Right. Yep. Yeah, because Josh Young's not really. He's a very. Josh Young's kind of one-sided on the baseball. He's a heavy offensive guy. Defense isn't terrible, but definitely not something you're gonna boast about. Gunner's kind of a do-it-all guy. Same with the speed. He's got the speed. He's got the speed as well. Yeah, the Orioles are one of those teams that as long as they can keep their core, I don't see where they're not going to be constantly competitive year after year. JJ Bleday, Prismatic. I mean, I just don't see where it's possible that they're just not going to be. Adley. And Graham Ashcraft for the Reds. Gold out of 50. Mr. Ashcraft. Which he had a couple really good starts, and of late he's kind of been getting hit around a little bit. Or no, I take that back. I don't think it's him. I think it's the other one. Williamson or Abbott, one of the two. Well, I'll tell you what, if Baltimore starts bringing that baseball money in, he'll keep the core. And, ooh, how about a little Sammy Sosa on the Ultraviolet All-Stars? I thought for a second it might be gold, but it's not. Going to the Cubbies. These are so cool. I like the design on these. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What a joke. Gunnar Henderson, negative. Mentioning Gunnar. That's brutal. Tovar and Tolia. Michael Tolia. Tolia's had an odd odd rookie year. At times you see the sparks. And you're like, okay. And then at other times you're just like, man, do something. Do something. But the Rockies are one of those teams for me that I think that if they could get a couple pieces, they would actually be pretty exciting. But it's tough when you're in that NL West with the Dodgers. They just, no matter what, they're going to buy whatever team they need to be a big dog. Michael Harris, Technicolor, Duran on the Prismatic. Teoscar. You gotta love that. You just gotta love that. I tell you, sometimes these owners, man. Well, I mean, even like right now for the Brewers, like if they can't come to an agreement with the state legislation, Justin Steele for the Cubbies, he was doing outstanding, and then he's kind of also had a couple rocky starts. He was absolutely killing it though at one point. But if the Reds don't come to, or the Brewers don't come to an agreement with state legislation on the funds they need for their stadium, at $3.99, Garrett Cole, they are probably going to be moving, which is pretty sad. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But I mean, it is what it is. Tristan Cassis, Prismatic, and Duran on the refractor. I don't understand how how it gets to the point where you can't come to an agreement when you have this massive stadium that would go unused in Milwaukee because it's owned by the Park District if the Brewers aren't playing there. So, like, what's the point? You're just going to destroy it and lose? Like, oh, jeez. That's where the Brewers are looking at potentially going, is Nashville. But the Brewers already have a team there, so that makes a little bit of sense for them if they go there. All right, we got Terang, Votto, Longoria, Teoscar, Alexi, Rhys Hoskins out of 299, and Green Youthquake mentioning the Orioles, Adley Rutschman, Ethan Small out of 199, Will Brennan, and we have 2 base autos. Oh, boo, come on. And Drew Waters, and last but not least, Vinny Pasquantino on the Youthquake. Whoa. His wife has a house in Nashville. Nice. Good for them. They should not move the Orioles to Nashville. It's like one of those where it's like, so happy you have a house in Nashville. You're not moving a team there. Enjoy. All right, let's go through recap. Couple nice ones. Autos, I wish were a little stronger. Autos, I wish were a little stronger. All right, here we go. 1 second. Actually have some claims going on with baseball. All right, we got Rockies, Twins, A's. All right, here we go. Oh, these are all base refractors. Carroll, Walker, Adley, Walker, Riley Green. The usual suspects. Vet number. Out of 150, Juan Soto. Out of 99, Ian Happ. We got Youthquake, Vinny. Tristan Cassis, Prismatic, Negative, Gunnar Henderson. Prismatic, Nolan Gorman. Prismatic, Volpe, and Prismatic, Nolan Gorman. Yeah, I'd say it's probably worth more than a base auto, I'd imagine. All right, base 8, Will Brennan, Drew Waters, Tolia, Velasquez, and Caleb Killian. Cubs with 3 autos. Wow. Numbered out of 499, Justin Steele, and out of 299, Kenan Smith and Jiba. And up in the showcase, going out to the Reds and Noah Ordway. Nice true gold out of 50, Graham Ashcraft Inc. Going out to the Cubbies and Richard Morrison. Nice Sammy Sosa Ultraviolet All-Stars. Going out to the Rockies and Jason Gibson. Nice Nolan Jones out of 199. As well as a Sean Bouchard out of 199. Going out to the Rangers and Ryan Thurman. Nice Bubba Thompson Gold Wave out of 50. Going out to the Orioles. Got Adley Rutschman on the short print. Image variation. Adley Rutschman Youthquake out of 99. And the Ryan Mountcastle Patch Auto out of 99. Going to the Orioles and Carl Chrisberg. And last but not least, the nasty True Orange, Corbin Carroll, number 3 of 25. Going out to the Diamondbacks and Jose Echeverria. All right, guys, that is it for our first break of the night. We'll be back here hopefully shortly with our dual case, so feel free to tune in. Otherwise, as always, guys, have a great rest of your night. Thanks for hanging out.